As soon as I saw the little kitten, my heart leapt. It was as seeing Denny again. That was so...
It's a learning disability.
Everything's always backwards.
Backwards. And it mixes up words.
Flipping letters.
Jumbling of letters.
And words get jumbled up.
Confusion.
Difficulty understanding, reading maybe?
Dyslexia literally is a Greek word that means difficulty with language. Most people, when they think of dyslexia, I guess the first thing that comes to mind are reversals. They don't see things right. They say a B is a D and a D is a B, but it really isn't a visual, it's not a vision problem. The underlying weakness is a difficulty in phonological processing. That's the impairment that is most common among individuals who have dyslexia.
It doesn't really bother me that much, so I kind of feel good. Well, sometimes it kind of gets in the way. Like, if there's things that, like, people can read, some people, like, think I can't read that, but I really can.
There are early signs that you can look for with, an aversion to letters, not sequencing the alphabet correctly, spelling difficulties, a difficulty with accurate and fluent reading, misreading similar words. Many children will reverse the letters, those Paschetti kids. And they may have a visual memory that's strong for the test, but a couple weeks later when they want to put it into writing, it's gone.
Fate and the future of a child's life is your hands, so just be kind and treat them with some compassion and love.
For 1/3 of your life, all you're expected to do is perform well in academics. And that is exactly what a dyslexic child fails to do. And he is termed stupid, because no one knows what exactly the problem is.
Technically, dyslexia has been defined as a neurological or a processing disorder that affects all areas of language. The language component is affected, and this in turn affects things like reading, writing, oral speaking sometimes, listening skills, and it also crosses over in some cases in the area of mathematics.
The problems that being a person with dyslexia has can be made considerably worse if dyslexia is not diagnosed, if remedial help is not put into place. Because effectively the child is learning that she or he is failing at something that all the other children or most of the other children in the class are succeeding at. And therefore the child will develop, or may well develop, a sense of low self-esteem, may learn to distance themselves from education.
Difficulty with maths, because in the mathematics test I only get 5 seconds, then 10 seconds and 15 seconds. Well, I find writing and sometimes reading and art a lot hard.
The thing with dyslexia is that it is hard to detect. And in fact, a slow learner is easy to detect because he's slow in all areas of functioning. So a slow learner you could detect because he's not able to understand, his comprehension is delayed. But with a student, with a child with dyslexia, the difficulty lies that they sometimes have very strong oral and verbal skills. So the most important early indicator now research has pretty much established is phonemic awareness.
As far as coping mechanisms go, dividing a word very systematically by counting the sounds and sounding out the words as they write, by keeping that finger moving under the print, it does help to maintain a little bit of fluency as they're reading. And there are many benefits to doing cursive. We really need to focus a lot of time on correct handwriting formation, as that would eliminate some of the issues as well. The best thing you can do is continue to read to your child, speak to him or her. If you catch them kindergarten, first grade, you would never know by second grade that these children had dyslexia. They just need to be taught correctly from the beginning, and teachers need to be aware of what signs to look for.
One of the best things we did for Kylie is to give her the voice to be able to say, you know what, I see things differently, I read things differently, I write things differently. And that with accommodations that she's able to accomplish anything she wants to accomplish.
I want to be a pilot.
I want to become a teacher. I want to become a princess. I want to become a businessman. I want to become a doctor.
Every child has a dream to pursue, and the path of life he chooses is to reach this goal. But for some, it is not just about choosing the path. It is also about overcoming obstacles before you can be sure of the path. And this journey is what we are about to experience.